Hello. It's time for one of James' video diary entries for the day. Today's Friday, June 19th, 2026. You probably hear I'm outside doing my laundry here in Beaverton, Michigan. It's quite a ways from where my truck's parked right now. Dealing with a lot of frustrating things, including getting brake parts for my truck. Not for the semi, for the Jeep I'm driving. It was quite frustrating. The day today was I don't know what kind of blessing's coming. Other than the Jeep parts, I actually got the right ones this time. The first time I ordered, and apparently somebody didn't do the job right or whatever, and so I ended up having to go back and forth till I actually got the right parts, which, yeah, I'm not going to BV again for parts. Being a Vista, Michigan. Their guys don't know what the hell they're doing. They're overpaid and underskilled. Drove through Saginaw today. They had some kind of event, and I guess people don't understand how to drive and how to operate regular traffic signals. They had to have crossing guard like little kids. And yeah, that was frustrating just because, dude, if you had to have crossing guard to be like little kids at an event in downtown Saginaw, there's literally almost nothing there, and it's the middle of gangland. I mean, you see it in society all over the U.S. As a truck driver, I do. I hear in other creators' content, people saying, well, they're Airbnbs and things that they frequent. They don't want to do it because the Airbnb, basically, the rules are they take care of the entire property, then they get charged cleaning fees, and if they don't take care completely of the property, which Airbnb, the whole premise was it's a hotel without actually being a hotel. And I mean, I see it in the hood, in the gentrification of the world. I wonder what kind of blessing is coming, because it's for me, it's becoming a very big problem for me. I mean, I'm getting very big, and I have had a couple of good things. I ended up getting a belt from a horse harness place because my ass is so fat that regular belts just wouldn't do it. And I generally go for Amish belts because they're more durable. Would love to give a shout out to that harness place there in Clare, Michigan. He did a very good job at the belt I'm wearing. And it's a pretty big one. Way bigger than the other ones I bought. Other than the fact I just got bigger. I'm coming to terms with having to build a situation where I don't have the same thing that everyone else does. Or at least 80% of people. And even though I've had a few people that didn't have conventional along the way, me dealing with what I've had to deal with, I've made a few mistakes there. I'm learning as I reflect on the things I've done in the situations that I've been in. I've turned down a lot of things just because I don't want to be in a position where I am forced to choose someone else's beliefs over mine. It's the same thing about the child support when that was going on. You know, family doesn't do what child support let my baby mama do to me. You know, you don't punish the man and then complain he doesn't have any incentive to go forward. Why the fuck would we? Why the fuck would I? It's like turning down Dennis Schramm when he offered me auto repair, radio, and air conditioning in an owner finance takeover. What the fuck's the point of making $250,000 a year to have to live like I'm living on less than 12? I mean, child support, payments to them, trying to wrangle enough money together to keep an operating budget. It's not because I can't do it. I just, at some point, I'm just going to take the 1911. I'm going to take one of the hitmen that approached me, and I'm going to say, yep, let's go get it done. The drug dealer, hey, how do we get that street gun? And I'm just going to end up in the headline. And it's not because I wouldn't enjoy the moment. God help me, I would. Man loves his work. I'm tired of being treated as a resource for others. This is a place that I'm not treated as a resource. I'm asking for help from the crowd, and I'm getting it from a lot of you. These are ears, these are not taxi doors. I think I got a date coming tomorrow. That's why I'm hell-bent for getting my laundry done tonight. Get a shower. First one in a week. Circumstances didn't allow that. I didn't want to walk through cold rain to get a shower. To have to go through cold rain again. Back out. I'm at the point where I'm going to have to start sorting my new wardrobe along with whatever remains of the old wardrobe I still have. Come to terms with that. Come to terms with the fact that I got to put brakes on my truck, or my Jeep there, before they go bad. Before winter, I'm going to have to change the battery. I can't afford it to not start when I need it. I got to figure out how to do my homework without being home. And a lot of times that's very difficult, because everyone else believes their convenience is more important. Well, not everyone, but a great portion of the office people I deal with put themselves above their work. They market one thing and try to deliver something completely different. It's the same thing with a lot of women I deal with. They'll market one thing and deliver something completely different. Or they'll be like, I don't understand, I can't figure out. I mean, honestly, if I have to explain to a woman how to be an adult in a relationship, how to deal with pair bonding, I mean, really, I've had to explain a few of them, and they go, oh, well, that makes a lot more sense. Well, yeah. I want a long-term situation, not a short-term situationship that I have to do 7,000 times, where I have to wonder how many of these guys, how many of them are being promiscuous. And if I catch them in something that is a relationship-ending situation, where it starts those wheels, and I start having to ask myself, if I caught them lying about this, how long did it take me to see it? Being noseblind, how the hell long did it take me to see that? And if it took me that long to see that, what else am I missing? Because I don't want to be in a position where I don't want to be forced in that position where I have to choose to execute them for my own good, for my own safety and security. Because I don't want to be forced into choosing them. I want to choose them because I decided to choose them, not because they decided I have to choose them. I've learned over time, I've turned down a few opportunities for that reason. People have destroyed my equipment and said, well, you can use mine. I'm like, I don't want to have to choose to use yours because I don't have my own equipment because you decided to destroy it. I can't have that kind of behavior. I can't tolerate it. Because if I do, that's what caused a lot of the women I've dealt with to fail selection. So a lot of my friends have fell out with me, primarily because I decided I can't put up with their behavior. I can't allow them to continue the kind of behavior they're displaying to me. I can't tolerate it. I can't move forward as a man if I tolerate this kind of behavior. And it's not about body. It's not about ethnicity. It's about behavior across the board. I'm with him, but I'd rather be with you. If you're with him and you'd rather be with me, then why the fuck are you with him? If you want to be with me, but you don't want to give up what you have, you don't want to be single, I had one woman from Claire say that same thing. Harrison. She was in Roscommon for a while, but she literally would not qualify. And well, now I want something. Well, I can't tolerate the behavior you show them. I cannot allow that to continue. Not for me. And be safe and be secure that I'm not going to harm you, because something you did is going to trigger something that's going to start the snowball effect. I've said that to the girl in Gaylord for the same reason. After 2 years, the resources that would have been used to do what I promised for you have already been spent. And the fact that you do not possess self-awareness at 60 years old, Jesus Christ, I can't teach you like that. I'm going to kill you. I can't have that. I got called all forms of name. Like, look, if you'd have stepped up 2 years ago, even 18 months ago, you'd have clued in and said, hey, I'll do that. Resources I spent and wasted on other people, wasted on you, wasted on other people, wasted on having to deal with other people in my life. I had to walk away from Toolbox. Probably $40 to $50,000 that I had to pay over 3 times forward just to get it. Because everyone who claimed to help me, destroyed everything I built. So I couldn't move forward. Made me an angry man. With constant provocation, anyone would be angry. My grippy sock vacations have chosen to teach me that. You can't destroy and torture me. You can't torture an animal and wonder why it goes vicious. It's literally at some point going to have no choice. The choice is either tolerate the torture and pain, or vicious and brutally lashed out and make it stop. It's the same thing with bullies. They'll bully you till you throw one back. And when they do, they go crying. Oh, I'm so sorry. You're not sorry. You made the choices. You chose to win at the cost of me losing. And you forcibly did it. In the case of children, it's a little different. When you bully children as an adult, sometimes it's for their own good. It's knowing that as a janitor when I was there in an elementary school, North Ohio Elementary in Gaylord, I had to bully some children. But I didn't do it in a way that was vicious and brutal and would do them harm. It was more of a stay close to your parents, stay close to adults. Because if you wander off in the woods, a bear will get you. And that's if you're lucky. If you're not lucky, somebody in one of these things that are always in the news would get you. And honestly, being mauled by a bear or don't get me wrong, it's not fun or good or pretty, but it would be preferable to the torture of SA and one of those, what you might call it. At least to me. Yeah, someone who's endured mental, emotional, and financial torture, who's been told one thing, when he goes to step into it, oh no, we can't do that. The fuck, man? Like these girls that tell me they don't understand the concept of, if I give you an instruction, can you follow it? No, I'm not asking for, building a piece of IKEA furniture or leading a both through a china shop. It's usually something pedestrian. Pedestrian's the fastest way to trip people up. I know in middle school, I lost the first chair to 30th of a second on Mary Had a Little Lamb. At the time, it was something I had to learn how to deal with it. That's why I'm the way I am. It's probably why I'm single. That's why I'm not in prison. Because when I see the road signs, the instructional videos in my head of how to do this, I generally use them as road signs to do the exact opposite. Some of the most brutal nightmares I've ever had have been instructional dreams. And it's not about being a soldier in a foreign land and seeing anatomical confetti and predation, natural predation, as a result and consequence of the weapons of war and the vicissitudes of such things. It's bringing it home to my family. It's about torturing people who done really, really stupid and shitty things that they leave me holding the bag for. Then they cry that I'm mean when hey, look, man, I'm trying to call you on the carpet. I'm trying to do it in a way that is both productive, instructive, and provides an engrammatic method to make sure this doesn't happen again. That way we can move forward in a way that is productive for both of us. That's why my mother doesn't have grandchildren that I know of. That she has, they're not in her life. So my dad doesn't have a hot rod. That's why I'm not with them. I'm not around them. I couldn't accept the behavior and be forced to accept their apology without having any kind of recourse. And for another year or so, I don't think I'll hear from them again until they know they're criminally clear of everything they've done to me. Personally, I hope I never see him again in this life. I love him, but at the same point, it's like my daughter tried to be extortive. And maybe I'm projecting the tone of her thinking she could turn it into me catching a case. Because that's what her mom would have done. And her mom tried to do. Maybe she needs to get caught in something of her own, which would end up being much more destructive to her life without being violent, at least kinetically violent. Emotionally destructive? Yeah, well, hell yeah. She absolutely deserves that. So does my baby mama. So do my parents. So do 100 strangers. Same point, and in the same breath, there are hundreds of strangers that did well by me. There are ones that put me in a position to try to succeed. But somebody under them, oh, we got concerns. What the hell are you concerned about? A man trying to build from zero, trying to propagate a business, something he's good at, trying to build personal and professional relationships, primarily professional to begin with, then personal. Build his life with that hospital in that area once, and yeah, one of your managers put me in a position to be able to try to succeed because I was on the way to a grippy sock deal. I didn't know that, but that's what happened. She was smart enough. Her underlings, your occupational health, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They have no psychological basis for some of the things they do. The psychological and behavioral thing. Yeah, I wouldn't go to Traverse City Munson. Not because they don't have some skilled people, they do. It's a lot of the people that are there, I can outdo as a layman. Just saying. People at Michigan Works, most of them are well oriented. Some of them have no clue. I'm glad you're here, and I'm grateful for the ride. If you have a problem, comment, or concern, as always, comment section's open. I read as many of them as YouTube will allow me to see. I'll see what I can do for you. Thanks for being here.